Hi there, this is James with Start Strategies. This is part two of forecasting your financial statement. Um, this is part of creating your business plan. This is all the boring parts of starting your business. This is the part that nobody's like on YouTube. I don't see any other YouTubers giving you this information. It seems to be the part that a lot of people just starting a business have the biggest trouble over, and they usually just skip it. Um, and then they have to come back to it later. And then when they come back to it later, maybe they find out, well, the business is not viable, or maybe the business, oh no, it's going to take 5 years to make a profit or something. So this is the biggest part of starting your business that will allow you to know if it's going to work out, and it will allow you to seek loans and maybe government grants and all that kind of stuff. So this is the boring part of the business that you have to have. And it maybe if you've started a year ago and you are coming back to this portion of your business, um, you might have some of your information already in your financial statement. You know where your income's coming from. Maybe your cash flow has been really up and down, and sales have been kind of all over the place. So um, a lot of this information to put into your business plan and to start creating some spreadsheets will help you um, smooth your business out. Will help you forecast and plan for the future, um, and it will really benefit you greatly. Now, this information. This document is part of my course, um, and frankly, I feel like it's probably worth more than $1,000 to me. But I'm gonna put it in the description, a link, so you can download this. Basically, go to your Google and make a copy, and have all this stuff written down. And hopefully, I've done it in a way that it's really point form, and maybe you can just do one thing at a time. So if you maybe have a full-time job, you can come to it at night and just say, hey, okay, these are the few things that I need to look after. I need to look at, for instance, what my market size is. So you're going to go to Statistics Canada or the US version, and you're going to figure out, okay, well, um, how many how many people buy coffee? Like, is it a billion pounds of coffee sold in a year in Canada, or how many people have a cup of coffee per day? So you're going to figure out your market size, and you're going to figure out, okay, well, what's the growth rate? The growth rate is what, 2%, 2.5% year over year. Are there any issues with the product? Like, so with coffee, there's lots of dieback in the last few years. There's um, weather related issues, travel, shipping issues. So some of that information is going to be on those pages. So you're going to need to get all that stuff in there, and then you're going to try and figure out what your market share is going to be. How many local coffee companies are there? So you're going to research all of this information, um, and basically you're just going to create yourself a massive document, and a massive um, table, or multiple tables in my case, and then So you're going to take all that, and you're going to figure out what you're going to price your product at. You're going to try and figure out what your cost of goods are, what your cost of business is, and you're gonna get all that stuff. So you're gonna figure out what your revenues are. You're gonna figure out what your um, so market size, market units, share. Excuse me. And you're gonna take all that information and figure it out. So market size times market share percent, and then you're going to times that price, and that's going to get your projected revenue. And then you're going to figure out your costs. So that's kind of in here as well. You're going to put all your costs into a few categories. Now, I'm not an accountant, but this is how all the stuff was taught to me. I got some information from my accountant, and I got some information from books over the years. So I've just basically taken all my knowledge and put it into a document. And so if you have any questions with my course, I try and go through with you. I give you the information, but we'll talk once or twice a week and figure out what steps you're on and what steps you need help with, and we kind of go over it. And I give you my experience. So that's kind of how I do my course. Is I'll give you what I've had for experience, and then if I need to do some research and find out for you, then I'm willing to do that. Maybe I don't have experience in your business, but I'm willing to help with that. So basically, we have the 5 categories for that, and then this is the portion on how to split all that up, and then there's basically a dive into all your costs, and then how to put all this into a table. And at the very end, I give you the DuPont method on how to put all this into a table. So basically, you should be able to go to your bank, and you should be able to say, these are my costs, these are my projected assets, these are my projected liabilities, blah blah blah, and the bank will say, okay, well, so your net profit margin is this year over year. We're willing to give you 40 grand or 120 grand or what have you. And obviously you'll need your own assets to put into that, because banks generally want you to have a foothold of your business in there. So maybe you're not going to the bank in the first 6 months. Maybe you're just trying to test your offer, see if it's going to work. And when you see some momentum starting to happen, you take all these numbers, you're going to do them multiple times, and you're going to basically give your bank or give your angel investor all the information they need to make a sound decision on how your company is going to be doing. This is the reason why you're doing your financial statement, and you will hopefully grow your company. And again, this financial statement is how you plan. It's not the budgeting portion of your financial statement, but these numbers are going to be how you plan for the first 6 months, for the first year, all the way to 5 years in some cases, and this is the information you need. So I hope that the value here is huge enough for you to try it out. Like I said, it's a lot of work to run a company properly, and it doesn't seem like anyone on YouTube seems to be giving some of this information away. So this is kind of what I would like to help people with. This is going to be my niche, and there are some fun parts to it as well. Marketing and that kind of stuff can be pretty fun. And marketing seems to be a huge niche on YouTube, so I might not do that as much on YouTube, but I would like to do some fun videos rather than some boring videos. So if you find any of this information valuable, definitely let me know, and I hope to earn the value that I've provided here. So have a great day, and I'll talk to you again.